Audi specializes in building stylish, high-tech, well-finished cars. This version of the A6 aims to compete directly with heavy hitters like the Mercedes-Benz E-Class and the BMW 5 Series. We bought an A6 to find out how they did. One highlight is the powertrain. The badge on the trunk might say 3.0T, but there's no turbo under the hood. Instead, there's a direct injected supercharged V6. This engine provides plenty of smooth, quick, easy power. It's also mated to a very smooth and quick shifting 8-speed automatic transmission. Now this is a roomy and plush sedan. It's also seriously quick. 0 to 60 times are under 6 seconds. The car also has the added weight of Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system, a feature you're going to find on most A6s. Given all that, fuel economy is actually pretty impressive. Want better fuel economy and to save some money? You can get a base model. That's front-wheel drive and it has Audi's 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. You're also going to be able to get a diesel. What you won't be able to get in the A6 is a V8, but given how good the supercharged V6 is, you really won't miss it. The A6 makes extensive use of aluminum in its body structure and in its suspension. That helps save weight, which helps fuel economy. The Audi also feels light on its feet. Handling is really entertaining. The car feels nimble and agile. There's good steering feedback. It's very responsive. In fact, the A6 drives a lot more like a BMW than most modern BMWs do. You can also change certain settings, such as suspension settings, steering settings, throttle settings, using the Audi Drive Select system. Stopping distances are quite short. Even though the Audi offers plenty of performance, it doesn't mean it's unrefined. In fact, quite the opposite. This is a very quiet car. It's a terrific highway cruiser. It lacks the stiffness that a lot of other Audis suffer from. Visibility is pretty decent. The pillars, they're fairly narrow in width, and there's good glass area all around. Our car also has the optional blind spot warning system. That's quite helpful. Audis are known for having stunning interiors, and the A6 is no exception. Every place you look, there's high-quality materials. Everything's put together well. Our car, it has brushed metal look trim on the dashboard. It looks a little cold and clinical, but if you want, you can get some really nice wood grain. We often complain that luxury cars have overcomplicated controls, and the A6 is no exception. However, there's no denying that there's an impressive amount of capability here. Our A6 has the Audi Connect system. It uses a dedicated data plan. You can download news or traffic or weather information. You can also use the car as a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot. One really cool feature, you can look at Google Maps satellite images on the nav screen while you drive. It's really cool, but it's also really mesmerizing. That takes your attention from the road. The A6 also seems to set some sort of record for ways to program the navigation system. You can use the controller knob on the console. You can use voice recognition. You can use a touchpad to draw out letters to spell out the destination address. You can even look it up with Google. All said, though, it would be easier just to have a simpler touch screen. All of this, well, it just adds up to a lot. It doesn't help that a lot of button and controls are down here flat on the console, so you have to look away from the road to pick the one you want. Even the climate controls are down low. You're also always moving through menus. It gets pretty complicated. We don't have many complaints about the driving position. There's plenty of room here. Lots of range on the tilt and telescope steering wheel, and the front seats, they're very supportive and comfortable. The rear seats are really comfortable for two, but a big drive shaft tunnel takes up footroom for the person in the middle. There's decent space in the trunk. The rear seats fold flat for more room. So we're really impressed with this Audi A6. Sure, the controls are complicated, but the car is luxurious, well-finished, fun to drive, and efficient. It's every bit a rival for those Mercedes and BMWs.